You know, there's an emotional, psychological effect that happens after a hurricane. For those who don't live in it and have never experienced a hurricane, we may not can relate to it. But one thing we can relate to is when people are in need, we want to help them. So I'm asking you to help me help them. I need you to make a donation today. Now, what is that donation going towards? Let me explain. Urban Game Changers have been reached out to by people in Louisiana, people in Texas. I have family in Texas, I have family in Louisiana, and we have great concerns about the emotional and psychological damage that can occur when you go through a hurricane like what has happened with Hurricane Harvey and the recent hurricane that's going on in Florida. But Hurricane Harvey has been unbelievable. What we see, the pictures, the devastation is going to take months, maybe even years before this state and cities can recuperate. I need you to make a donation because we're going to be having town hall meetings with pastors and leadership people in the community to bring awareness of the consciousness and the psychological, emotional eruption that has been occurring and that will occur after people realize how their lives have been devastated. I need you to help me so that we can help these people get back on their feet. I've been talking with the Trump administration, with FEMA. I've been talking about different funds that they're able to acquire. Some are minimum, and some of them they're able to acquire loans, small business loans. We've also been talking to people who have containment unit homes. So we want to provide information. Now, many people have been providing shelter, food, water. All those things are definitely in need of. But I believe that a conscious awareness to deal with the pain to create a healing situation is needed in Texas and in Louisiana. So I know many of you guys are out there. You might say, you know, Shirley, all I can give is $20, $100, $1,000. We are a non-profit organization. We do have a 503c, and we will take your donation and even provide you a receipt if you want one. So I'm asking you, please make a donation. We are going to have this tour September the 25th through October the 4th. As you can see, these videos that are rolling before you, it's unbelievable. The height of the water and the mold issue is going to be the smell, the bugs. They were talking about crocodiles. There were some crocodiles and alligators, alligator farm. The water rose so high they just swam out. Over 300 crocodiles are roaming about that communities. People still have lost animals. Unfortunately, people are losing their animals and still haven't found those animals. All those things have an emotional play on you. And I think that if we start working with the churches and the small businesses in the community, having a communication, we will be better off. I'm going to be out there talking with Red River TV. You guys know Janelle. She's an amazing person. I'll be with her and her husband doing some videos talking about the aftermath of Victoria, what goes on in that part of Texas. We'll be talking with Urban Game Changers in Texas and in Houston. Katy, Texas. We'll be out in Katy, Texas, Austin, Texas, as well as Dallas, for those who moved to higher ground and how it affected their lives. And as we move further into the southern areas of Louisiana, New Orleans, we'll be talking in Baton Rouge, and we'll have Cap Black from New Orleans talking to the people. Braylon is the executive director for Urban Game Changers Louisiana. He's an amazing young man who has a lot to talk about and how we all have to have a better communication. You know, consciousness, awareness, and healing needs to take place, because what we have found is through Black Lives Matter is that they have continued to create a confusion point of what really matters, and how you see people who aren't black talking about Black Lives Matter when that's not really their agenda. And they fail to understand that if you like Trump or not, it doesn't matter. This administration and the federal government has a responsibility to take care of the American people. And we as American people have a responsibility in helping people outside of our genre. And that's not only with food and shelter, but that's also a mental awareness. Because when you realize that you have lost everything, when your children have no clothes, when you have no home to go back to, how do you recuperate from that? What is the next step that you have to take? Because after a while, the kindness is going to wear off. The food and shelters are going to become less and less. And people are going to have to say, you have to find a way to fix yourself. So again, Urban Game Changers Conscious Awareness Tour. I will be touring in Houston and Louisiana during the month of September. I need donations. I need money. I need money because I'm providing information through material goods, and I'm also doing video and media shooting while we're there. And we're all sacrificing our time for the teams that are there, including my son Douglas, who's also part of Urban Game Changers California. Many of you guys have known I'm not one to always go online begging and asking for money, but I'm telling you, I'm tapped out and I need some help. I financially need help to make this thing execute in the right manner. So make sure you go to urbangamechangers.com, look at the top of the website, and you'll see Hurricane Harvey Conscious Awareness Tour. Make sure you click on the PayPal button and make that donation, because if you don't make that donation, it just makes it much harder for us out there. We're going on minimum funds, and we want to feel secure that we're able to, if someone needs something immediately, we want to have that money to knock that out and get that to them. And we will be conversing with leaders and pastors and especially FEMA. And so I thank you so much for supporting me on Shirley's World, supporting Urban Game Changer, listening to my messages and my rants. But this is a very serious matter because I find that people are spiritually and emotionally and their soul is broken. Let's see if we can bring some conscious awareness of bartering with each other and loving one each other. Thank you for following me and for watching my video. I appreciate it so much. Time is of the essence. Go to urbangamechangers.com and make a donation now. Thank you.